It's a burning fire in my soul. We can all use more love to save the world. And if you feel that joy in your heart, hold on, don't let it part. This is Nature Ellis, and you're tuned into Big Stone Television with the vision.
Police and thieves in the streets, oh yeah, fighting the nation with their guns and ammunition. Police and thieves in the streets, oh yeah, fighting the nation with their guns and ammunition. A very pleasant good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome once again to Big Stone Television. Here we are with yet another superstar that is gone too soon. As you know, our series continue, where we showcase the best of the best so that our younger generations of musicians and listeners can understand where the basic and the fundamental of reggae music comes from. We're talking about none other than Junior Murvin. Junior Murvin, also known as Junior Soul and Junior Murvin, an under-recorded singer whose indisputable classic song, Police and Thief, transcended its origins in downtown Kingston into next scene political violence to become a worldwide anthem for the fight against oppression, both from below and from those at the very top. Born in 1946 in the parish of St. James, Murvin Jr. Smith was taken 1 week old to Portland to live with his maternal great-grandmother, who died when Junior was 13. Young Junior relocated to Glendivan, not far from the resort town of Montego Bay and Jamaica's north coast, where he resided with his grandmother. A shy, retiring youth, Junior preferred to stay in the background and work the organ pumps at his local Methodist church rather than sing in the choir. He studied car mechanics at Montego Bay Technical High School, and his precocious gifts were recognized at talent contests held at Mobay's Palladium Theatre. When an aunt in America sent him a guitar, Junior began to play and sing with local youths and write his own songs, and became known as Junior Soul. He mostly used the treble voice they call falsetto, and his biggest influences were smooth, sophisticated American singers such as Billy Eckstine, Nat King Cole, and Sam Cooke, and the Jamaican vocalist Wilfred Jackie Edwards. In the early 60s, he traveled to Kingston, where he auditioned for Leslie Kong at Beverly's Records and Lee Scratch Perry at Studio One. But Junior was unsuccessful and returned to the North Coast. The lure of the capital's burgeoning music scene proved too strong, and Junior returned to Kingston in 1967 when he lodged with an aunt in Trenchtown. His early recordings for the legendary Derek Harriott followed the transition of rocksteady to the faster reggae rhythms, and Derek enjoyed one of his biggest and most enduring rocksteady hits with a song that Junior had written, Solomon. It was through this song that Derek would later link up and record with Dennis Brown. Dennis used to sing Solomon on Byron Lee's show. He was a little youth talking about he's a big man, and the vibe just went around and we became friends, Derek Harriott said. Junior's sole release for Derek Harriott's Crystal and Move and Groove labels included Big Boy, Glen Devon Special, and Rescue the Children, but none were major hits, although a number of his releases for Derek would later become highly prized items on the reggae record collection circuit. He also recorded for Sonia Passenger's I Note organization, and Jennifer Slippin was released in both Kingston and London on Mrs. Passenger's Gay Feet label. Junior then joined the Falcons. Other notable luminaries of the group included a young Dennis Brown. In 1975, Junior returned to Port Antonio, where he sang with trumpet player Bobby Ellis' group, Young Experience. This highly professional outfit toured Cuba and sang for Beverly Manley at her birthday party. But the group disbanded and Junior returned to Kingston, where he again auditioned for Scratch, now at the height of his power and at the control of his own recording studio. Scratch 1976 production of Junior, Police and Thieves were one of the finest records to emerge from the Black Ark. Junior's impassioned falsetto floated over the Washington Garden wall of sound, stating that the downtrodden were actually in as much danger from the forces of authority as they were from the criminals. Scratch licensed the record to Federal in Jamaica, who released it on their Wildflower subsidiary entitled Police and Thief, backed by an haunting virgin grumbling dub, and to Ireland in the UK, where it was a huge hit on the reggae market. The record played throughout that summer civil disturbances at London Notting Hill Carnival, where the Metropolitan Police fought pitched battles with Afro-Caribbean youths and gained further infamy when it was covered by The Clash on their debut album, released the following year on CBS. Scratch Virgin the Rhythm with DJ Jaloid as Soldier and Police War, and also released a beautiful instrumental version, Magic Touch, from saxophonist Glenn DaCosta. Junior returned to the rhythm track on the 12-inch release of Bad Weed and the 7-inch Philistine on the Land, and the Police and Thieves album proved very popular in the UK. Tedious and Roots Train were released as single, but unfortunately failed to scale the heights of Police and Thieves. The record finally crossed over into the UK national charts, reaching number 23 in May 1980 when Police and Thief was re-released and re-promoted by Island Records. After featuring in Theodorus Bafalus, 10 years later, Luciano's Virgin to Police and Thieves featured on the soundtrack of 1990 Third World Cup film directed by Chris Blackwell. Junior went on to record for a number of other producers, notable on his interpretation of the Real Rock Rhythm for Joe Gibbs in 1980 entitled Cool Out Son, and Badman Posse. Long player for Mikey Dread at the Control label in 1982. 2 years later, Junior released Muggers in the Street, a further album update of the Police and Thieves argument produced by Henry Junja Laws. Both of these albums were big sellers on the reggae market, and Junior's digital album for King Jammy's Apartheid was another respectable seller in 1986. However, Junior never repeated the incredible success of Police and Thieves, but the lasting effect of this roots rock reggae anthem has proved far-reaching, and it is one of the handful of instantly recognizable Jamaican classics still played internationally. Junior Murvin died on the 2nd of December 2013 after suffering from diabetes-related hypertension. He is survived by 5 children and 8 grandchildren, and our sincere condolences are extended to Junior's family and friends. Junior Murvin, what a powerful, beautiful voice. A national anthem, Police and Thieves became. I remember as a young boy listening to this music, I wanted to sing just like Junior Murvin. I wanted to copy his fine styles and his technique. Junior Murvin was one of those sought after singers, highly underrated, didn't really get the opportunity that he ought to have gotten as a young superstar. But today, we are paying our respect to the icon / legend. We want to say thank you, Junior, for these priceless songs that are played all across the world. In anywhere there's a dance hall, Police and Thieves must be played. We want to say at this time we offer our condolences to the Great One family. We want to say thank you for the family of giving us this great musical genius. Thank you for loaning him to us. Luna is now in heaven, relaxing, just singing great songs with some of the greats. We want to say thank you, Junior, for a job well done. Please like and share this video, and if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, now is the time for you to do so. Police and thieves in the streets.